Galileo. Okay, so we're up, I think. 99% sure. Alrighty, boom. We're in. Okay. It's been going for 7 seconds is what it says. 11, 12. Okay, so this thing's a bit behind is what I know. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm gonna go to the control room here. Okay. And play the public view thing. So this thing is behind by about 30 seconds, which is what I would expect. This is what I use to put up my camera, by the way. So, in case you're ever wondering, this is my professionality. That's how professional I am. So, guys, I tried this earlier, it didn't work, but we're gonna try it again and do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. We're gonna try that stuff now. So, I have no idea what we are going to be drawing in this. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the chat and I will choose them. But, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we're gonna draw here today on that one artist. Yeah, let's see what we're gonna draw today. So, we are going to be drawing I honestly have no idea what we should do. Just gonna kind of sit here and think for a second. Sit here and think. Why is this so hard? I don't know why this is so hard. Honestly, I just don't know. Let's draw a arrogant king. We are going to be drawing an arrogant king. So, let's start off, just kind of get the first thing that comes to mind off of my mind. Start with that, kind of draw the face there. And we'll put in a small little, like, crown. Kind of goes on his head. It has kind of that curved bottom. So, yeah. Then what we kind of want to have is, should we have him bald or should we have hair? Let's kind of just draw normal, kind of just like cut hair right there. Let's put in 2 eyes. And put in some curved eyebrows, so it's kind of just like, doesn't really have an expression. Put kind of like an arrogant looking smile. Need to put that a bit further down. And then just kind of draw in the nose right there. And boom. That's what we got. So far, that's what we got right there. Let's continue this thing here. Let's continue this. Can I zoom in on my thing? I can't zoom in. Huh. That could be a problem because this looks really small. I don't know how to fix that right now, so sorry guys, but I'm just gonna kind of go through this here. So we have that one right there. Let's try this again. But let's have him kind of have a stronger jaw. Have him have a smaller crown. And then let's draw him having kind of like his eyes looking up, like he's rolling his eyes because it's an arrogant king. Have his eyebrows up, kind of just like, oh my, what are you thinking? And then maybe have him laughing. Like, like, what are you thinking right now? It's kind of what I'm going for, but I don't know how well I'm conveying that. Let me try and get this in pen so I can see what it would look like if it were to just kind of... No, that's one weird jaw. I did the jaw way too weird. I kind of just wanted to see what the face shape would look like, and the jaw looks way too weird. Let me see that with this one right here. This one has a pretty good jaw. I kind of like it. So, sorry, I heard something. I'm trying to see what it was. Oh, let's see what this looks like here. And I know it looks really messy right now, but I'm going to go over all of this in eraser. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over that, hope that the pen doesn't smear, because I didn't think about that happening whenever I started erasing this. Yeah, it looks good. I don't really like the curve right there, so let's keep looking here. Just kind of give a, just kind of like a, that kind, like just a normal jaw. And yeah, we'll start off giving him just a normal jaw right there. What kind of crown should he have? Should he have a big one or a small one? Is what I want to know. Big or small? Big or small? That's what I want to know. Kind of like the idea of him having a bigger crown. So one that kind of wraps around the entire body, probably has a few gems in it, and then yeah, just kind of wraps around there. Then we have two eyes, maybe have them looking up and back. Then just have his eyebrows kind of, I know I'm drawing them square for right now, but I'll do it differently later on. And then just give him kind of like that arrogant frown, maybe. And maybe just kind of have hair coming down there. Maybe that. Or we could do kind of like a, maybe let's try an older guy. So he's going to have, let's try an older guy here. So let's give him the crown. Just try kind of, how do we convey oldness on this kind of guy here? For starters, we could do the eyes and draw kind of bags beneath them. So lines beneath the eyes. Just kind of draw like a different kind of nose, maybe. Eyebrows kind of going down a little bit. Then let's have the mouth open and missing, like only having 3 teeth in the front. Right there, that might work well. Then kind of just have the hair barely coming out. Then kind of just have a bald spot right there, where it's kind of just like that. Yeah, I think that might convey that. So that's one option right there, is to have kind of an older looking guy right there. Or we could do the very opposite, kind of like those, or that's kind of a medium one, but let's try a very young looking one. And I mean like a really young looking one. So start doing that by doing a bit bigger eyes. Have it just kind of like that. Have a bit smaller brows, a bit smaller of a nose, and a bit of kind of like that kind of smile, like young smile, I guess you could say. I don't know. We have that kind of guy. We could do let's do a very like small jawed one. Let's try a small crown for this guy. 3-pointed crown. Have kind of just hair coming out from the top here. So kind of like that. Maybe have there be a couple long spots. Then kind of just have the eyes right there. Have them looking up and to the side. Kind of have them down like that, like he's annoyed with something. Just get kind of that nose shape in there. Get like a grin. I kind of like this one. That one right there. So I'm just going to kind of do a little shaded thing behind it. And I might even put in some kind of just white in there on the side to make it pop out. Some white in the eyes right there. White in the teeth. Gotta sharpen my white, because I need to use white on this, because this is mid-tone paper. Yes, I have a plate that I use to sharpen everything, because this is an open sharpener, and I need something for it to fall onto. So I just keep a plate up here that I sharpen my stuff onto. Yep, so we'll do that. Just kind of get a bit of white on the side, like it's kind of glossy over there. And maybe get a little bit of gray to kind of show the darker areas of his body. So that kind of just makes it pop a little bit. And get the nice skin color out of here. Just to kind of add that much more. Not really skin color, just a color that could go well for skin on this. Kind of make it pop like that. Like that's the design that I kind of like. I want it to have that kind of effect on there. So yeah, I like this one. That was a good thing with the smaller jaw and the completely crazy hair. Let's do a completely bald guy, which I know I've done with these two, but I just kind of forgot to put in the hair. What would it be like if I put in hair? Let me try this style of hair on this guy, which is kind of like that circly frizzy hair for the younger one, and I'm gonna keep it short because that kind of adds to that. And this one I just don't really like this design, so I'm just not gonna mess with it. Let's try something a bit different where it's a much kind of longer jaw and narrower jaw. Let's make him bald. Okay, so he'll be bald. Maybe just kind of put in a bit of gloss there to show that he's bald and hairless. Put in the eyes right there, have them kind of just looking straight out. And have them kind of just like laughing. I'm not good at showing that characters are laughing, so That's the best I can do because I'm not good at it at all. So we have that kind of guy. Let's do a medium jaw again, which I know we've done a lot of, but let's just try a medium jaw mixed with that kind of hairstyle because I like that style. So let's see if we can alter it a bit. Do that with kind of the hairstyle. Let's try and keep the hair short for this one. Maybe have it come down a little bit on one side and a little bit on the other side, but not quite as far down. Or never mind, no. Let's have the hair kind of come down a bit, right above the guy's eyes. Look up in the corner, put in a nose right there, and then right around there, just kind of have him looking down, or having kind of like a frown thing. That one might work. I kind of like that one. Let's add in a bit of a third dimension type thing there. We have the hair coming down there. Okay, so we have this kind of guy right there, which I kind of like that guy. I think that one and this one are both pretty good. I like this one more still though. So we have these two here. Let's try and experiment with this a bit more. Let's do a different style of hair now. That was a bad jawline right there. Let's have it a bit more long and like thicker jaw. Bigger crown. Right there. Maybe have the eyes be a bit kind of like that. Maybe have the hair kind of, you know, like that kind of hair. This is probably not making any sense to you. So we have this right here. Give him kind of like that smile. Give him an eye in there. So we have this one right here. So here's kind of what we got so far, because I know it's a bit hard for you to see. Here's what we got so far. So I really like this design right there, and I kind of like that one too. This one might work, the younger one, but I don't know. This old one is also kind of catching my attention. Right there, that older one. But so far I really like this one the most out of all of them. So yeah, let's see how our thing is going here. Good. Good. Alrighty, so we have this right here. Let's kind of do a bigger one with a bit of the body showing. So let's do a shorter jaw. Draw that in. We doing a smaller crown. Kind of like that, and let's do that hairstyle again. I kind of want to make a bigger version of that one just to see what it would look like on a whole body, or not quite a whole body, just kind of see what it would look like, where you have little strands coming down, kind of. Put in the eyes right there, have them looking up, that kind of nose. Just give him that smile, like you need to have them looking up a bit more. Add in the eyebrows, which really convey that sense of, you know, arrogantness almost. Have the neck kind of just come down, so kind of like that right after the chin stops. Then have the arms kind of come down. You might be wondering what I'm doing right now. I am currently drawing the fingers, and you're probably thinking, what's that shape right there that you're doing? I'm drawing it in a different shape, and then whenever you go back in with pen, it comes out pretty nice looking, except for this part of the arm right there kind of needs to be redone. We have that. Yes, that looks pretty nice. So yeah, I draw hands in kind of a different way than most people would, but I come back and make it look a bit more normal afterwards. Kind of have the body coming down there, start to have it spread apart as the legs come into play. So that's kind of what this might look like if it were presented on a whole body. The head and body are a bit disproportionate for this one, but this is what it would look like, and I really like that design, so I think I might go ahead and do the finalized one. So just gonna kind of draw pretty lightly here, drawing the head, drawing the jaw, drawing the facial things, and I will come back and do the rest of that later on. But first I kind of just want to get the rough shape of the body out of the way. I'm going to do kind of rounded shoulders instead of more broad shoulders, just for personal preference. Yep, so let's get that in right there. You can have that coming in right there, kind of come in. Boom, have this hand get drawn. Yes, I'm going to use correct hand anatomy instead of what I did right there, because over here I did the thumbs both facing the same way. Actually, I'm drawing the hands like this currently. Oh well, it's fine. I don't really care about the hand anatomy. Now I just kind of want to have the body come out. Then we'll have the legs kind of start right there. Let's rough these things in. Then what kind of shoes should we give this guy? We didn't really think about that here. What kind of shoes should we do? Should we just kind of do the classic little pointed ones where the leg goes up there, then we kind of have it rounded back, but it's more of a it's hard to draw it out like that. Let's kind of just draw in some shoes because those aren't really important. Let's have facing the same way. Draw kind of like the line right there. Draw a shirt neckline and a pants line right there, and now we are going to get into the face. So first let's draw the crown so I can know where to work with from the hair. Have that come up, do that, and have that go down. I want to redo that little part right there. So let's have it come down, then back up right there. The eyes be a good size for his body type. That didn't, man, they need to be looking kind of up to the corner. So let's have them kind of looking up to the corner. Kind of have the brows coming down. Then we will have the nose, which is right there. And then finally the mouth. Boom. Got the mouth in. So now that we have that part down, we can pretty much go into the lining part, except for the... Now I'm just not going to do ears because I suck at them. So now we can go into drawing over this entire thing with a pen, then erase all the pencil work. So, then start with the legs here, just cause, I don't know why. There's no really reason that I am starting with the legs. Just kind of, cause I can. Draw the pant line right there, have the shirt start here. I'm probably gonna come back and do the hands after I do all of the body, just because that's probably the hardest part of the torso and the arms is the hands. So let's kind of just draw them in here. You know what, for the rest of this I'm going to use a slightly smaller one to kind of finish it up. I probably should have used this from the start of the hands. Done there. So I'm gonna use this little thing right there. Done. Perfecto. I'm also gonna use this one for the shirt line and a lot of the eye features, just because it's a bit of a smaller little thing that I can work with, because a lot of the lines in the face are a bit smaller here. Draw that in. Draw in the mouth. Teeth marks there. And now we will actually do the outline of the face, which, first off, just gonna kind of get the crown roughed in there. Boom. Got that in. Now we will go and finish the face. It's a very strong chin. And that should be everything for the tin part. I'm just gonna kind of dry it off. I don't know if that helped or not. Just wanted to act like I was doing something. But anyways, that didn't go well at all. Okay. Let's try this again here. Just gonna very lightly. You know what? This isn't gonna work out at all. I've already messed this thing up 52 times. What about this here? Kneadable eraser. What if I were to just kind of, use this to get away at the pencil lines? Nope, it's not really gonna work. So I'm just gonna get rid of this little face line here, and then I'll call it done. For unknown reasons, the pen is smearing. So I'm just gonna leave it at that there, and now we are ready to color. The fun part. So let's kind of put in the highlights, which it won't stay just completely white. I'll mix in color into there so it doesn't look so weird. But it's better to get the highlights in before, because that way the base color can just kind of go in over this whole thing. I'm gonna put a bit of a highlight right there. Okay. Put one right there, there, and there. And let's get in the whites of the eyes and the teeth. Oh, and I forgot to do the other eye. That's brilliant. Boom, got it in. So let's put that part in right there. And done with the whites for now. What color shirt should he have? Or should he have kind of like a, I'll do it on this smaller one here. Should he have kind of like a jacket type thing? Now that doesn't look like a kingdom. Man, this pen ink is really smearing. That's not good at all. But anyway, should he have kind of this kind of shirt, or should he have more of like a... How should we do this? Maybe I could do kind of like a fur thing going around his neck. Yeah, I could do a fur thing going around his neck, kind of. And then it comes down. And then he could kind of have like a flowing like robe thing that starts at the neck that goes behind him. And then what color shirt would he wear? Red. We'll go with that. He will be wearing a red shirt. So let's get this part in now. Glad we did this earlier on. But it shouldn't mess up too many things. So we'll start by kind of having it coming out right around there. Just kind of have it drape back. Have it kind of come out here and drape to the backwards place. Yep, that looks nice right there. Okay, so now the color of this is going to be white with black spots. So let's get the white in first. Can I white over the pin? Can I get the white to like cover up the pin? I can for the most part, which will work nice towards my side. 1 point artist. Let's get in a black here. Get in kind of some spots. Boom, got that part in. Now we just gotta get the cape, which I'm bad at capes, but I was thinking green with a golden outline is how I imagine this thing would look. Like a dark green with a golden outline is kind of how I imagine this thing would look. So let's get in that nice gold outline. I'm not going to do pin, because that'll just mess everything up. Maybe I'll go in with a thicker, smoother pencil line later, but just as of right now, I'm not going to use the pins, because that'll just mess everything up, as we have learned in this stream. So let's go ahead and fix in some of this green right here. So this is what I imagine it would look like, because, you know, green and gold are signs of wealth. Yeah, just kind of draw that in right there. Kind of have it go in there. Boom, got that part in. Okay, so, and like I said, he's going to have a red shirt, not for any reason, just red. Just kind of have a red long sleeve shirt, because that's what all arrogant kings wear. I haven't done the hair yet. I just realized that. I have not done the hair yet. At all. So, let's go ahead and put that in before that becomes too much more of anything that can't be done. So, just kind of have that coming down there, there, and there. Done. Perfect. Got it perfectly in. Yes. Friend. You don't have to do too much to get a nice skin color in here, or like to get a skin colored thing in here. But if you lightly go over it with a different colored pencil, it helps to kind of just get that feeling in of that kind of color. See what I mean by the highlights kind of just go like that? It works well. Let's do that for the hands right here. Get in the color for the hands. Put that back over there. And pants, blue. Again, no real reason, just imagine the pants would be blue. So let's get in a nice bluish color right there. Nice bluish color. And then shoes are black, of course, because why not have them black? This is a very nicely dressed king, might I say. Very nicely dressed. So now let's draw in some shadow over here, kind of just show that it's a little bit darker, and throw in a bit of the highlight up here. Same with on the red shirt, throw in a bit of highlight up at the front, put in a bit of shadow in the back with some darker red colors, and have it even out towards the light one. And then back there we will just get a neutral gray and have him just kind of have a bit of gray back there, and then go over it a little bit more with the color I originally used here. And boom. Add in a bit more hair back here. And sorry guys, 1 second, gotta blow my nose. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Oh man. There we go. Okay, so we're good now. We're good, guys. So, and now the final thing, the crown jewel, if you get what I mean. I crack myself up. We have to get the crown colored in, which shouldn't be too hard at all. Really, it's just gold with maybe one red, blue, and green gem. Yeah, let's kind of get in red, blue, and a green gem, and then just go over it all with that. And ladies and gentlemen, this would be our final design for the one and only Arrogant King. This is our final design for the Arrogant King. Kind of just throwing everything back to where I got it from, so I don't have to do it later on. And we are good. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is our Arrogant King. So, one thing before we go is that we will be doing live streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and videos will be coming out Monday and Friday. That's how I hope to do it. I don't know if because I've already broken like 2 schedules that I set up. Hopefully I can follow this one. I will do 30-minute to hour-long live streams on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Sometimes they'll be drawing, character designs. Sometimes they'll be animation, Photoshop stuff, which I paint in Photoshop. So no, don't think I'm just gonna go like shop photos. Don't think I'm gonna go shop photos. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan. Is videos are on Mondays and Fridays. Live streams are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then Saturdays and Sundays. There is nothing going on those days. Those are my work/break days. So yeah, work/break days. How does that go together? So in case you were wondering, I have been using the app chameleon.live, I think is how it goes, chameleon.live, or a live for YouTube app on my phone to stream this whole thing. So yeah, if you want to stream, use that app. Hashtag not sponsored. So yeah, pretty sure that's about all I got for this. Is we have done a Arrogant King design session, which it all started with this guy right here. This was the first idea that came out of my head, the first bad idea that came out of my head. And we ended up with this thing right here. So it went from this to this. I would say that's a pretty big change. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked this little character design session type thing. If you kind of like this style of video, make sure to tell me and I'll start to do more of them. So yeah, thanks guys for doing this with me. Thanks for joining me with this. And I will see you guys later, and bye. Peace out. Time to turn off my stream stuff. Bye.